Hello, welcome. This is Lucarius here. We are going to be playing seed number 2 of the Async in the Echo's Mentor tournament. This is Terminal Lightbringer Crypt, second seed. We're going to be playing it just like the last one, aka I'm not going to be using any tricks that I wouldn't expect my mentees to be able to do. Which means this is going to have a very low barrier of entry. Anyone who's played Echoes should pretty much be able to do this. Might be a few tricks here and there, but those should be easy enough that with a couple of attempts or with a little bit of practice, you should be able to do as well. So we're not going to be using any difficult out of bounds or anything of the like. If I do use an out of bounds, will probably be the Cash B Chasm, which I think is one that everyone should learn. And if you don't want to learn it, you can simply just move through the light world instead to get to the destination as well. It'll just cost you a little bit of time. So, without any further ado, we are going to start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Same as before, you're gonna start by holding forward, and the moment you spawn in, you're gonna pull out your scan visor and hold L. So walk as fast as you can here. We're starting with main power bombs. That's a nice start because it helps us in the Alpha Splinter fight. Scan, dash, dash, and scan this. Emerald Translator up to 3 from Grand Wind Chamber. Alright. M up to 3 Wind Chamber is the first hint written down. Alright. Very good. We're gonna unmorph past this corner here to get an instant unmorph. We're gonna scan this. And once it's fully scanned, hit the fight trigger. That way, that gate will go down during this fight. Or, well, during the cutscene, rather. That guy. Okay. 1 PB there, 1 PB here to instantly phase it to the next phase. That's the nice thing about main PBs with these settings, is it gives you 3 of them, so 1 for each phase. Lay this one a little bit early, so that when it gets out of this cutscene, it just immediately perishes. We're gonna hold scan and then look up there. It's just a missile. Good to know. It's one of the things that I like to do, so you don't have to like stand still and look up. If you target that enemy and then move under it, you'll like look up as you're going. And if you hold a charge, you can just kill the enemy. And if you keep holding L, the lock-on will stay, so you can just peek at that item without having to, you know, stand still for a second. All right, we're gonna go out here. I'm gonna peek through the gate, see what that is. That's an energy tank. I would like to have an energy tank this early, but I don't think it's that important just yet. So we're gonna go out here and go over here, hit this cutscene trigger so we don't get murdered by these blobs. We don't have missiles just yet. However, I am going to destroy a crate here and go to the right because we have main PBs. So we're gonna continue to scan this, shoot it down. And then we're gonna go over here instead. Which gives us Annihilator Beam in logic. Interesting. Oh. Didn't get the PB there, so we got the 20% in the drop system. Alright, we don't actually have... ooh, this might be dangerous. That won't be fine here. Because we just lowered the gates, we're gonna have to go in back the other way. So we might have to farm some PBs to get back through that gate. The monsters in this room actually drop PBs, so should be fine. Is that my bombs? Dark suit. Okay. The second enemy you kill here will drop a PB. I'm just gonna go back with that PB and open this first gate over here. That way we only have to carry back 1 PB when we're done here and not have to backtrack 2 times for this. Since we are an old patcher, so we don't need a PB to get through this area over here. We only need 1 to get back, which we can farm for in GFMC itself, so that should be fine. Roll through here, unmorph, scan this, morph, and then go through the gates. And destroy that. That's where I get my PB. Now I'm going to do a little E-dash here. You can also do a different dash or something else to get up here, like a slope jump. Emerald Translator. Okay, yeah, up to 3 from Grand Wind Chamber, so that was here in GFMC. I'm going to dupe it and grab the item. Normally, if that is anything but emeralds, you like dupe it, so you get double missiles or double whatever. In this case, it doesn't really do anything. The only thing it does do is if you've triggered that cutscene, there's less chance that you'll actually crash in this room. Actually, we have Emerald Translator now, so what we're going to do is, I almost forgot this. Oh, we're gonna run in here real quick and get us an extra hint. Almost forgot to do this. Remember just in time. Nothing from that crate, just hoping for like 5 health. So there is a hint for us over here, so we might as well grab it now while we're here. Keys to Dark Tor's Temple are in Aegon, Hive, and Temple Grounds. Okay, I've written those down. Aegon, Hive, and Temple Grounds for the Chica keys. King Hive always makes me suspicious of things like Culling Chamber, things like Hazing Cliff, something along those lines. We already have Dark Suit and Annihilator Beam in logic, so I wonder where this seed is going to point us. This is not usually what you start off with. Having all this before missiles is kind of crazy to me. I'm gonna quickly go over here. This is why I saved that PB, so I could just go through here. Gonna grab another PB. Now that we have Dark Suit, that energy tank is marginally less important to me, so I'm not going to go and bother grabbing that. Dark World damage is usually your main concern in this game. If you have an E or 2 or a Dark Suit, you should be fine. So again, unmorph here and scan the gate from up here while you're calling. I'm gonna scan the orb for the hints. Life support system in Cursed Lake. Okay, I'm gonna write that down on my notepad as well. LSS, life support system, is my abbreviation for that. I'm gonna aim about up here so you can shoot this. Start scanning this, walk backwards to the item over here. The missile expansion would have been nice earlier. Let's see what we get for the hint here. Well, in Morph Ball mode, press A to drop bombs. So I'm going to write down that we've gotten one of the joke hits. Alright, Aegon. Did we get missile launcher yet? I'm not sure. I think we've got just a missile expansion. We're going to go up here anyway. Oh, I know what. Okay. I see. So it's either missile launcher or bombs under the save station, because that emerald is logical. I was just wondering, like, we can't logically get up here in Aegon yet, so where is that progression that we're looking for? But with the Emerald Translator that we picked up, yeah, it's under the save station. So that'll probably give us either bombs or a missile launcher to get up here. At this point, I'm really going to hope that it's missile launcher, because if it's bombs, then it's kind of a mistake to be here right now. I'm going to use Charge Beam to kill these. Missiles are very important to me right now. Oh, lock-on systems. That happens sometimes with that pirate. When you only have 5 missiles, the advanced Echo Drop system does not apply yet. So, yeah, we want to really hang on to those missiles. Please have my bombs. Amber Translator, that's fine to me. Actually gonna accidentally walked into that, rolled into that cannon. I'm gonna go over here and grab the extra hint real quick. I like to grab this, it might point me in the right direction, or tell me that my bombs are in fact in the save station. Missile launcher is in Fortress Transport Access. Ha. Okay, so The missile launcher is in Fortress Transport Access. That's the other room where you just got the hint. So that tells me that light suit is in fact the item under the safe station. So that's how we get up here. Which I don't immediately need that. That's good knowledge. I don't need to just like rush for that immediately right now. But it's interesting that that's there because that does mean we're missing out on the light suit right now. Feeding pit is the only thing that comes to mind that I could be missing that out for right now. A mortal system is an Aegon, so with a bit of luck, this is just my bombs. Which, no, this is the light suit. Okay, so that tells me that I have in fact left behind bombs in the safe station. Because to logically get to this amber translator and to this light suit, we would need either bombs or missiles to get up here, and missiles are locked behind the light suit, so it is in fact my bombs under the safe station there. Or screw tack. Screw tack is another method that could be used to climb up here. I'm going to hope that it's not screw tack, but it's most likely bombs. So what I'm going to do instead is save warp here. I'm going to save and warp. So whatever is under that safe station is important to me. Let me check if I have PBs. I do have PBs. I'm going to warp here. It's kind of unfortunate that we didn't have missiles, because otherwise we could have gone through the GFMC loop back up here and gotten the safe station item that way. But because of no missiles, that was not a possibility, so that's kind of an annoying start to this seed. I'm not going to go out of my way for the missile launcher, but we do know that the missile launcher is in fact in logic now. I'm going to open that gate so I don't have to do it anymore later. And then with the main PBs here, we're going to be able to roll under the safe station and grab ourselves the light beam. Interesting. Light beam, so the chain continues. That's not what I was expecting, that light beam right there. What does that tell us? Light beam. So with light beam, another check that opens up to us a plane of dark worship, because now we can move the light block, and with the annihilator beam that we'd gotten the other time, we can grab whatever is in plane of dark worship. So with a bit of luck, it is in fact our bombs in plane of dark worship. Just remember, with all this in logic, we still cannot climb up to Aegon, logically. Also, there's this, which is in logic afterwards, so I'm just going to pick it up now. It's extra missiles that activates the better drop system for us, so that's still good. So we are just slowly figuring out this logic chain here. I believe this is very likely to be my bombs. Bombs or screw attack, one of the two. That looks like screw attack. Okay, so screw attack lets you logically climb Mining Plaza. So with this screw attack, we are now back in logic. That's kind of a shame. I was hoping that this would be my bombs, because bombs gives me a lot more than screw attack. Screw attack is just that. But it is a really important item, so I'm not mad about grabbing it now. With all that in logic, now we can logically climb Aegon, claim ourselves the light suit, which gives ourselves the missile launcher. Missile launcher opens up a couple of things for us. I didn't quite make that, so I'm gonna have to move this crate over here. Missile launcher opens up Aegon Temple to us. It opens up the Hive area to us. So it's probably, our next progression is probably going to be either on Bomb Guardian or on Dark Missile Trooper. Hive Chamber B is a possibility, which I could have grabbed now, but I'd rather just do Bomb Guardian. And if that's not the answer, then go to the Hive area and get both of those checks at once while we are here, you know. Do that. Normally you can now climb the left side of this room with screw attack logically. We also have missiles. so all of that is available as well. Mining Plaza is a missile. And here we have the major upgrades in Hazing Cliff. Okay. Also, did you know if you scanned this, you can now stand on the little knob over there? After you've scanned the hints, the thing that the scannable leaves behind, you can just jump up it if you're having a hard time with the slope jump over there. It's a bit of an easier way of getting up, although it takes a little bit of extra time because you gotta wait for that thing to be finished. Also in this room, if you're NSJ screw attack, you can go on top of this box and then screw attack up here. Because of the Z-axis in that room. You do need to go from on top of the bigger box over there. That is because if you are not at that point, you are not high up enough. Same goes for this room. The Z-axis in this room is actually like right here. So you can screw attack across this room safely. Which means you can destroy these gates, logically, with screw attack. Which means now I can just roll forward and lay a BB here, and this guy is gone. I'm going to then stand towards Sand Canyon right over there. This makes the load go faster for whatever reason. Don't know why, but it just does. See, instantly loaded. And there we have our vanilla Morphball bombs. I'm a little unhappy that I didn't just do this out of logic, but now we do have this screw attack, which I otherwise wouldn't have had. So let's continue on, see what else we got over here. We also know that there's a major in Hazing Cliff, which we do now have access to. With a little bit of luck, that's just like our spaceship boots. Hive temp keys are in Sank and Torvis. And yes, I write down where the Hive keys are. This is, for example, if you see a red key that you can't scan, say somewhere in Torvis, and you're unsure whether you should pick it up or not, well, now you know that there can't be a Hive key in Torvis, so it might be more important than you think. There's wasps here that I could use to farm for a PB. I'm just gonna go over here and shoot at these guys. Shoot this, pre-fire my light beam. And on our way to Hazing Cliff we are. We also get a check here in Hive A. Hive A? Vent A. This is Vent A. That's light beam. Oops. Butchered the timing of that. What I was trying to do there was lay a bomb, which would have detonated the moment that beetle came close to me. So I could have bomb jumped my way up there while safely keeping the beetle away from me. But I butchered the timing, so I didn't get up there. So no light ammo expansion for me. Over here, what I'm going to do is lay a bomb and then roll to the middle of this room. The load trigger for the next room is in the middle of that room. So by me rolling over there, this room should now be loaded. It's just leaves me to wait less long. I'm going to screw attack up here to check the item. That is just a missile. And then I'm going to scan this portal. Bit of a weird interaction there. I'm going to jump up here and see what's waiting for us at Hazing Cliff. We're also probably going to see a red key here. That is Dark Beam. Wow. So I wonder if we're going to just get Spider Ball here. That is in fact our Spider Ball. Huh. Well, what do you know? Alright, that Metroid is being annoying. Normally it doesn't really jump in the way. This time he did. Okay, Spider Ball in hand. We can now just go in here. I'm going to activate this with Annihilator Beam so that these Ing don't really bother me. And that's going to give me my Dark Beam. Which now allows me to just kind of go into labs from where I am. So that's nice. So we're gonna do just that. Spider Ball allows us to safely leave labs as well, so yeah, pretty good, I would say. Oh, I was looking for a PB, it was already there. And we're gonna just scan this and leave. With that, we've basically gotten everything that we can here, so that's nice. Also, I'm really glad that there's nothing in Half Combat Mastery, because having to do Half Combat Mastery with this amount of health and just Spider Ball would be absolutely terrible. I do not wish that upon any of my mentees. Having to do this check without Space Jump Boots is terrible. Which is why I recommend every single mentee to learn the instant morph and the screw attack method of grabbing Hall of Combat Mastery, because dear lord, that room is terrible. I'll wait for the beetle here so I don't get locked and hit a couple of times. And then we're gonna go over here. I didn't pre-fire my light beam. Whoops. Didn't matter. Beam's not loaded yet. Down here. I'm not gonna care what item is in here because I want to reload. Excuse me. Reload the room later. All right, we're gonna morph left, up, power, and then precast our scan visor so we can scan dash off this. You don't need to do that, but that's what I do. We've shut this door before, so it starts loading immediately, and there we get just light down. Next room takes a little bit to load now, so I usually just shoot the door, grab all the pickups here. And then we get to see over there, probably just a missile. I can't really tell what that is, so we need to kind of come back here at some point to verify that that is just a missile. The glow of it looks just like a missile. Then we have a missile-related upgrade in Dark Oasis. All right. Let's go this way. I like to go this way around. Don't forget you need to shoot a missile here to break the glass. You can get stuck in the glass otherwise. I'm going to screw attack up here. You can also bomb jump up there. Both of those methods work. And I'm going to take a quick save here. Because I'm here without space jump and I'm low on health, it is wise to save here just in case you somehow end up soft locking or, you know, end up in a situation where you can't get back out. Or die. That happens on this health, especially in this puzzle. Some of these lasers can actually hit quite hard, just while I'll be playing it a little safe. Especially this first laser and the last laser in this puzzle. I think they do double damage. So definitely make sure you don't get hit by those. This beam will yeet me to the right. If you're in the right hole, you'll be yeeted to the right. If you're in the left hole, you'll be yeeted to the left. And as a way to punish players for trying to go fast, but we can use it to our benefit. That over there is in fact not a whole lot, so we're gonna go just morph and lay PB right over here. Just immediately blow these guys up, and most of the meteorites that are around. One of them still made its way over to my head, so we're just gonna destroy that and be on our way. Didn't get a roll shot. Alright, next up there is storage B over here. Our dark beam. That would be a red temple. Orange key. Okay. Why did I swap off dark beam? Did you mistake that? Also, yeah, Metroids with doors, they don't like doors. They'll just run themselves to death on doors. Over here, we have dark ammo. Now, what I'm going to do is a scan dash here. It's a pretty simple scan dash, and I hope that everyone learns / knows this one. Target this, and then just dash. Press B, flick left, and hold R. That's all you do. While holding onto the scan, of course. That is a beginner, I believe. No, maybe intermediate. Shouldn't be. It's a very simple scan dash, so that is an energy tank, so we can just leave. Which I think everyone should know. Alright, so pirate's gonna spawn here. We don't want to get knocked off, so I'm just gonna unmorph and kill it. 1, 2 for that. We're gonna trigger this cutscene to make the gate go down, and because we're not on new patcher, we're gonna have to exit out of this room again. So turn around, exit out of the room. We're gonna roll up to... Ooh. Also, don't get knocked off by that pirate again. I thought he didn't respawn, but I guess he did. Luckily, we didn't get knocked off. And then back over here to get out of labs safely. Normally, this is, I believe, not in logic. Might be because we have Spider Ball to leave labs. Yeah, so most of the things here should be in logic. There we go. I'm just going to take another look at the item over there. That looks to be a missile expansion, so I think we are good. Dark Oasis was a missile-related upgrade. I didn't write that down, so that's my bad. But now I have written it down. See, even I make plenty of mistakes sometimes, especially with writing down. You know, you're just playing, and then small things like that you forget to write down because usually they're not that important. But missile-related could be important. That could still be the Seeker launcher, for example. Let's go over here. This is dark ammo, and we don't have Seekers currently, so we can't actually get into Mining Station B. Now, we have Dark Beam and we have Spider Ball, so we can basically get everything that we want in the loop at Jump Guardian, so that's kind of nice. That was a little bit slow by me, I'm not sure why I did that. Unmorph at the end here. We're gonna have the fight here right now. Yeah. Shouldn't be too hard. We just kind of shoot the first guy that we see. Instant morph here. Shoot the first guy and then missile him twice. You can also use Dark Beam for this, but... yeah. Get repositioned after this, so it doesn't matter where you are. Just morph. PB in the middle of these two guys. And move on. Okay, so... for my mentees, normally you just go into this bomb slot and then go up the elevator. I'm going to use a little trick, which is bomb jumping up to this thing. And then screw attacking over with the Z-axis. Oh, almost too far. That was close. It's a little bit faster, but it's a little harder to trick, so you don't have to bother with it. That's just something I do to speed up a little bit sometimes. Very niche scenario as well. It's only when you're non-space jump and have screw attack available to you. Alright, now we have a coffee break. Drink some water. Stay hydrated, everyone. Alright, MASH starts. Just skip that cutscene. And there we go. We do have light suit, so we are big chillin'. And we're just gonna go the regular route, I guess. Actually, no, let's go the other route. So I can show you guys here. Bomb, 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 unmorph. That was a late unmorph. Needed to be a bit earlier. There we go. You can bomb jump yourself up here. If you're NSJ here, but you have screw attack, there's a nice Z-axis in this room that allows you to screw attack across. Same goes for this next room, although it's a little bit riskier, because if you touch that bubble, you trigger the fight. You can screw attack over here to immediately get up here. Which saves you the trouble of climbing that room NSJ, which is really nice, but again, a little bit risky because if you touch that bubble in the middle, you trigger the fight and you have to do the whole fight without pre-damaging the Jump Guardian. which is what we're going to be doing now. We're going to just fight Jump Guardian by just shooting at its hitbox. With Light Beam, it's about 26 Light Beam shots. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we scan dash down. You don't need to do that, you can also just drop down, just slightly faster. It was 27, but sure. 27, 28, a couple extra shots, doesn't matter. And then here we find Arc Hammer. Let's see what we would have gotten if we had gone through the left side. Here we have the Seeker Launcher. Interesting. That gives us the possibility of Storage A. Maybe Mining Station B is in logic with that as well. I believe NSJ with Screw Attack, that is in logic, which I think is dumb, but it sure is. I believe those are like the only two things that opened up to us. You got hit by the light thingy. Don't roll into that bubble. If you roll into that bubble, you will activate a fight with some Warrior Ink. So what you can do is just shoot it with Dark Beam to close it, or roll around it. There's just a missile expansion, so we wouldn't have had any advantage in this scenario. Just gonna roll past here. Hopefully do not take too much damage. If you get caught in one of those pools, you can lay a bomb, they'll release you. I'm just gonna roll past the save station. I don't really care about saving right now. It's interesting that we haven't really found any obtainable E-tanks. Let's see what we got over here. That's a Skytop key up in Crossroads, which is inaccessible to me right now. But I will write it down on my notepad. Aegon Crossroads. Bomb jump up here. Scan this. Back to that where we go. Alright, now we have Transport Center, I believe it is. Transport Center as a check, and then after that we have Mining Station B and beyond. So let's see, shall we? I'm just gonna morph, roll past these, jump, shoot. This is just dark ammo, so not our progression. I wouldn't be surprised if our next progression is Boost Ball, because our Boost Ball lets us get up here in Transit Station, lets us go to Torvis that way. So that would not surprise me if Boost is the next progression that we get. Funny change so far though, usually you get Space Jump earlier on. So I think this is a good example of a seed that might require you to not have Space Jump. Another progression item that we could get here is Echo Visor, in which case, also, again, gonna Screw Attack across this to make it a little bit faster. Echo Visor is another one that we could find here. I wasn't on my power beam, so I couldn't shoot those guys. Echo Visor is another thing we could find here. Which would give us, what's it called? The one next to Phase on Grounds. That is actually in logic with just Screw Attack. So let's see what we get over here. Walk in here, and then we see Echo Visor. Wow, I was spot on. Okay. So, this is an interesting seed, for sure. Let's see what we get over here. Hopefully Space Jump, but likely nothing. Okay, it is actually our Space Jump boots. Very nice. That makes this a lot easier. You can do this room vanilla. I recommend every mentee just learns this. Morph here. 3 bombs. Unmorph. Jump. Jump. Screw that. You can also do a 3 BSJ against this wall over here, or you can raise the platform using that right over there, and then jump from there. So yeah, many ways to clear this room. Super missile is in phase on grounds. That is an excellent hint for us right now. Super missile is in phase on grounds. I suppose that's where we'll be headed next. And then with supers and seekers, we are going to go for hints and then run along to Torvus. We have Emerald as well, so we'll be able to get a couple of hints on the way. And all is good in life right now. What I'm also quickly going to do, because I have the Spatium Boots right now, is just gonna check Sand Canyon, because it's one of the few checks that opened up to me here with the Spatium Boots, because we can just screw that over. That is a red temple key. We have Aegon. I'm gonna mark down that I picked up an Aegon key. And then I'm going to roll on through here. Because we're going to be using the safe station that is beyond these rooms. I believe that's probably the fastest safe station, like, closest to us right now. Since we know where the supers are, we don't need to re-verify that that is a missile expansion. We just know it is. We could also go into Dark Labs right now, but I don't think that there's really a point to. We have pretty much all beams, and supers lets us just go get hints. So if we hadn't gotten that super missile hint, I would have done Dark Labs here. Because we can get literally every single item here. But right now, I don't think there's a point. Just going to go save, and we're going to work the start. Having the Echo Visor also gives us Profane Path while we're there, so that's kind of nice, having that double take there. Now, we haven't had Spatium Boots, so we haven't had the chance to scan the Ing Reliquary hint. So that's in the back of my mind as well. It's like, hey, Ing Reliquary, couldn't scan the hint. I don't have Dark Visor, so I can't get it right now. But if I did have Dark Visor, I would probably go out of my way to check that while I'm here anyway. Oop, need to scan this. Right on. Over here, what I like to do is shoot this bubble because one of the pirates spawns in there guaranteed. So you just immediately destroy that pirate. And then, oh god, what is the vanilla puzzle for this again? I believe you start here. No, it's the other one. It's this, and this. Counterclockwise round. We get rewarded with a burger. Okay. I'll take a burger, that's fine. Alright, but now while we're ready here is phase on grounds. Don't have to be afraid of the Metroids here because we have screw attack, so these kinda can't hurt us. Got the supers. Like I said, can't hurt you. Just screw attack across. Even the phase on canisters don't hurt you while you're screw attacking. Just make sure you initiate your screw attack on time. And there we go, that's a super missile. So now we can just go for hints and see what we're dealing with here. We have most of the items that we would need. The only things that could really put a wrench into our plans right now is Dark Visor, I guess Boost Ball, Cobalt, Gravity boost is also one that we're still missing. TDE, TTS could still be imposters. I'm just gonna roll on through here. Because I've already opened this gate, I can just roll through now. Light beam to move this block. Try and shoot that faster than I did. The screw attack through that room so that those bomb boosts don't hurt me. Because we are still on 0E, which is kind of funny. Alright, so these hints that we're going to get here are probably not going to be useful. They might be, but likely not. That's the second joke hint. Okay, very good. So no more joke hints for us. Getting lower and lower on health. I gotta be careful with that. We're about halfway through our health. I believe we do have the light suit, so the only thing that really hurts us is enemies. Most of the Dark World enemies are ink, so Annihilator Beam will keep us safe. Because we can just empower light bulbs, and most ink will kill themselves off of them. So. Through here, shoot this door. We're also gonna get this check here. That's the Sky Temple key. This check hard requires Dark Visor, so that's one of the items we're gonna be looking for. I can already write down War Ritual Grounds. WRG on the notepad. There we go. Crossroads is another one that has been written down. There are tricks to get that item, but again, we're playing this as if we are playing as a mentee that might not know that trick. That trick is a little bit hard. Also, yes, with Charge Beam, you can just kill those eyes if you don't want to take damage there. These guys are freaking annoying. You have to just kind of shoot around to kill these. I'm being safe right now because I have very little health. Those guys deal about 20 damage per hit, so I'm being extra careful to make sure that I don't die to them. I have 0 SDKs right now, which is why there's no platform in the middle. So let's get scanning. We have Under Temple. Okay. We have Underground Tunnel. We have Temple Access in Sang. So we need Boost Ball, logically, to get out. We have Airy. Ooh. We have Training Chamber. That's kind of free. Meditation Vista is free. War Ritual Grounds we just saw. So one more. Watch Station Access is our last one. Because this should be Crossroads. Yes. Okay, not bad. Airy is a bit of a stinker here, although we have Echo Visor, so that's not too bad actually. Alright, cool, we made it out alive. So we need a form of Boost Ball, because Sang Temple Access requires boost to get out of there. Hard requires it. If you don't have boost while you go in there, use Softlock. Normally, you would require Echo plus Dark Visor plus Seekers to get that, but there's a very, very simple trick you can do. A single BSJ into True Attack to be able to grab that item. It's really not hard. I would expect any mentee to be able to learn that. I'm gonna lose some missiles here because I'm under 5 missiles and I'll need it later. Dark Visor is 2 rooms from Inghive Key 2. Dark visor exactly to Inhive P2. Alright, we're gonna quickly go in here, see that this is a red key as well, which I believe is a Chica key. That is correct. Wrote it down correctly. And then we're just gonna quickly visual peek this. That would be missile. Alright, back we go. Jump up here, screw tack over. Also, yeah, fully charged light beam shot will kill those shadow pirates instantly. That's usually your best bet against them. Super missile also works, as you saw. So, Dark Visor exactly 2 rooms from Inhive Key 2, and we know, because we've written down, the Inhive keys are in Sank and Torvus. So it's either in Light Torvus or in Light Sank. Okay, things are going to come up here. I'm going to shoot them with missiles. Again, because I'm kind of low on health, that one didn't hit, so I'm going to go back and being related and poison bog. That's it, thank you. Poison bog, being related. Actually, that is dead. That right there is an E-Tank. Would have been nice to grab, but am I actually going to do air and water for an E-Tank? I don't think so. Alright, first hint over here. Cobalt is on Chica. Lovely. And that is a form of boost ball. Very good. That is our actual boost ball, and I believe that is going. So, instead of continuing to clear, we are in go mode right now. We have all the items necessary, so I'm gonna just go up here and clear the temple fight. We are not in go mode because we need Dark Visor for War Ritual Grounds. Okay. Let's move back through here. That's crap. Lock on and a super will kill these guys. We need that Dark Visor, but we do know that it is either in Light Torvus or in Sank, and we do know that it is exactly 2 rooms away from Inhive Key 2. So, if we find either of those, we are good to go. And by either, I mean if we find the Inhive Key or Dark Visor. For now, though, I'm probably just going to go ahead and clear. I'm going to go ahead and try and grab as many of the keys I can. And see where that leads us. Really hope that it's not in Sank behind the Cobalt Translator somewhere. That would be a shame. But Draxis holds the cannonball. That's a funny joke. We are not about to fight Quadraxis for a cannonball. Scan this, it'll help us get back down there later if necessary. We have supers, so I'm not too worried. Here we have just light ammo. And because I made that realization about Dark Visor slash the Inhive Key, I'm gonna continue clearing a bit here. Those guys hurt. That was 20 damage. Here we have just a missile. Here, see what we got up here. Energy tank, very good. Okay. Now my energy situation is no longer super spooky. Another burger up there. Don't really care about that. You're out of power bombs. I'm gonna go and grab one from here. From these pods. Not sure that gave me one. Yep, there we go. Underground tunnels from my SDKs. Seeker launcher we have already obtained. The boost through here, but be a little bit careful because of those phazon canisters. Those will still annihilate me. I'm gonna jump here, lay a PB, and then roll away so I can get annihilated by phazon canisters. A PB, I believe, murdered both. Sure did. Right over there's a missile. Medvista is also an SDK, so we kind of needed to be in this area anyway. SDK 4, drop down, turn around, and just go over here. Push yourself up here, screw attack up here. Then I'm gonna force morph and unmorph myself around this corner, and then screw attack up here. Up here should be the low trigger for the next room. So by doing this, it looks slow, but it's actually faster, because this room is already loaded. I'm gonna roll down here and see that this is an energy transfer module. Very good. This lets me know that Plaza Access is not... Well, actually, that's the next room over. So this lets me know that Plaza is not the Dark Eyes we're looking for. Here as well, there's no, like, 2 rooms away from. So I'm quickly just gonna run through here. I basically know that the Dark Visor's not here. So I'm just gonna basically go here to do Cash B Chasm, maybe find an E-Tank. Would be nice. Again, don't need to be clearing these, but I want to because I'm still low on health. Just a missile there. I'll actually pick this one up. One extra missile expansion count hurts. Fire Dark Beam. Cash B Chasm really good here because we need Under Temple. There's an extra energy tank. Very good. Normally you'd save here, but I'm very confident in my ability to do Cash B Chasm. So I'm just gonna go over here and do it. I want to slide into the morph hole over there. See, what do we got over here? That's an ETM. So jump off to the sides, go in front of the door, out over here. Morph. Unmorph when you see the room go black. Look down at the door. Move as close as you can. And then when you hear the metal thud, you jump. That should transition you. If not, you move a little bit back, and then it should jump towards the pole, jump out into the ether. Go up here, morph, unmorph. I need to be a little bit lower. That should be good. Shoot the door, wiggle around until it loads. Alright, and now we are headed for Under Temple. I'm not sure if I have any BBs left, so we're going to shoot this. I do not. So, I'm going to wait for these two to perish. Usually these will drop the BB. Please give me a burger here, that would be ideal. That's a red temple key. It can't be the one that we're looking for, however. Okay, we don't have a PB. to go into the fight here right now. So what we're gonna do, we don't have gravity boost, so we don't want to fall down here. But I'm gonna go in here, shoot the ammo fish, and then go back to the Dark World without falling down. You go down one level right over here, but no further. I'm gonna shoot these fish to grab all of the ammo off of them, and then head back towards the Dark World through the portal. Same thing with Under Temple as before. We don't have the gravity boost, so we can't escape through the back, so we're gonna have to do the fight anyway, regardless of whether it's actually the fight's item or if it's the other item. So, I'm going to boost up here. We'll go left first. There's some fancy boosts you can do here, like that one. Also, those PBs don't actually hurt you until like a second after they've detonated. That's why it didn't hurt me there. Again, a few fancy boosts to kind of speed up this fight a little bit. Here as well, you can boost left, bomb jump up here. And then last but not least, woo! I've never had that happen before. Like spinning out over there. And then bombs. And that's it. So I'm going to check right now if it's this item or not. If it's not, we simply go up the other wall. It is not this item. I'm still going to pick it up. Missile's always good. So, you know. And there's our STK. All right. That right there, by the way, is a trick that every mentee should know. It skips an entire puzzle. You should know it. Okay, so next up we have Training Chamber, and then we're gonna head into Sank, where hopefully we are going to find the Dark Fencer. Using grapple slightly faster than screw attacking across that. Do with that information what you will. So, we're gonna go into Grapple Guardian's chamber here, but we're not actually going to fight Grapple Guardian. Actually gonna pre-fire my Dark Beam. Hello, Grapple Guardian. Bye, Grapple Guardian. Go through this room. Still going to be scanning hints here, even though we know that Darkvisor has to be in Torvus or Sank, but we might still need some other items to be able to get it from that location. That's why I suggest you keep scanning hints. Even when you think you're go mode, sometimes you may not be. It could just be in a very easy and simple location in Sank. Actually, we don't scan the corpse because Darkvisor is the last thing we need. Beam is in Dynamo Chamber. Okay, well, actually, we do scan the corpse. It's related. That is nothing. Just in case, you know. Actually, no. I shouldn't have scanned that because we know that Darkvisor is the last thing we need for go mode. So it can never be behind that corpse. So there was no point in scanning that. That, however, is our Darkvisor. So we're in go mode. Well, that was nice. Async, I like it. No cobalt required, no chica, no nothing. Just gonna pick this up. go to training chamber, which should be our last Torvus SDK. Also, we're going to open this up and it's going to work every single time. Let's go. That door never wants to cooperate, but guess we're getting lucky this time. Alright, and with that, we're just in go mode. So now we're going to grab all the sanctuary stuff. We don't need to scan this hint anymore, so we are in go. Go up here, PB this. And into Sank we go. Now, in Sank, what do we have? We have temple access. That one should be free. We have Airy, and we have Watch Station access. Watch Station access is free. Airy means that we need to solve the puzzle for the gyro. I believe our fastest way to the areas of where we need to be is probably to solve the echo puzzle and go up from here. That is precisely what we're going to do. Gonna look up here, shoot the first lock, and then the other two locks that are up there. Quads can sometimes be a little bit annoying, so don't mind that. Gonna go in here. I don't need to be in this lower quadrant of Sank at all. So that's why this is probably the faster way to getting up to Watch Station. Alright, we're gonna ignore these. We're gonna slope jump off of the little ground here. And then go in here. Screw attack up this wall. Also gives me a free item here, which is a red key, which we don't need at all. I'll take it. That was that last Torvus key. That's kind of funny. And then, since we haven't opened the gate in Watch Station, we're gonna have to go in through this way over here. And then, so what was it we needed? Watch Station access. So we don't even need to do Watch Station. Just Watch Station access. Then go in, do temple access, and grab Airy. And then last but not least is Crossroads, which we will be grabbing after that. For which we're going to go into Aegon. We're not going to Vault. I'm not sure why I went that way for a second. I'm a little bit confused. 3, 4, 5... Here's Watch Station access. Very nice. My B button presses were being weird there. I pressed B twice and it only gave me one jump. Alright, we need to be on this side to solve the puzzle. Definitely just gonna go ahead and solve this. Actually, we need to solve both sides of the puzzle anyway. Yeah. Since it's a standard puzzle, it's fairly easy. I do need to remember that I need to grab a PB, otherwise we can't get into Airy. So the quad we're gonna kill in the other room. So I guess we're just gonna do the puzzle the vanilla way in Temple Access, because then by getting the cannon, we can immediately destroy the quad. I'm gonna scan this, do this part of the puzzle, then go into Temple Access here. Screw attacking this works. Also, if you have Cannonball at this point, which you don't because it's on quad, you need to lose it. You need boost to get into Airy. And to do it. Okay, so here, we're going to use Dark Visor and Seekers to open this up. And then we're going to shoot this with Echo Visor, just do the puzzle vanilla. And then with this cannon, we'll immediately be getting that quad, which I hope gives us a PB. It did not give us a PB, so instead what we're going to do is we're going to go out into the temple for a second here, where there should be some crates for us to destroy. Hopefully these crates will give us a PB. Which it did. Very good. And then with this cannon, we can go back here faster. So see, sometimes the use of vanilla mechanics is literally faster than doing a bunch of trickery. Now you could save if you wanted to. I'm not going to, so I'm confident in my ability in clearing this fight without dying. But with the amount of health that I have right now, yeah, I could see you taking a save here. I will, however, destroy some of these boxes for some traffic. Dark ammo specifically is pretty good in this fight. Though I do like to start this fight on light beam, because Dark Samus will usually start with this ball attack, and the charged light beam shot will get her out of the attack. Which is exactly this attack, so charge light, shoot, and that'll get her out of it. This fight, like any other Dark Samus fight, screw attack does a bunch damage, so we're gonna try and use screw attack a bunch to do damage to her. Annoying. Doesn't get knocked back when she does that attack. Bonked again. Ideally you want to not bonk while you're doing that. Charge dart, slow damage here. Light also does low damage because you can kind of use it like shotgun. Actually, it doesn't. Huh. I thought light beam did more damage. While she's in that phase, you can actually still hit her as well. Something a lot of people don't know. That was a lot of damage. Nice. Like during this transition, you can actually hit her. Again, a bonk. Bonks are not good. If you bonk on her, you'll do less damage. Ideally, you want to screw attack like right next to her, just like oh, whoops. Ideally, you want to screw attack next to her, like in the Dark Samus 4 fight. Okay, here's a trick that I think all the mentees should know in case Airy is required. It's a very easy trick. It's hard to fuck up. But I mean, the backup here, of course, is just doing the room vanilla. So, go over here, hold sharp left, boost. Hold neutral, bomb jump, and then move slightly left so you get on top of this. Boost, unmorph left, so you get on top of this. Just a few inputs and it skips this entire puzzle. It's such a good skip. I actually love that trick. It's very good, it's very simple, it's very fast. Please do learn it. Alright, Sky Temple Key 2. And now we're just going to shoot 1, shoot 2, shoot 3, and get on the elevator. Coolest elevator in the game, right here. Gonna skip it, and then we're gonna shoot this door, prep our Echo Visor, and a charge shot, because there is a bot here that we need to kill for the doors to unlock. Right, now we need to head over to Aegon for our final SDK before we're Ritual Grounds, of course. I looked over at my SDK count and I saw 7. My heart dropped a little bit because I was like, oh, I thought Crossroads was the last one. But no, War Ritual Grounds also still held an SDK for us. Boost over here, boost over here. This next room, you can slope jump off of the right side gain a little bit more height that way, and as such, get up here with the screw there. As such. Simple trick. Might have a bit of trouble with it. If so, you can reload the room, get rid of the quads. And then just retry it as many times as you want. Get through here. And basically, yeah, we're just gonna beeline for crossroads right now. Boost through here, boost through here. We don't have cannonballs, so we don't care about these cannons. A lot of this is just movement, gameplay execution, you know. You'll get better as you play. That's just for sure. The more you play and the more you watch other people, the better you'll get. Something I've been guilty of lately is not watching other people play, and then when I see people that are better than me, I'm always amazed by their movement. So even I still have many, many things to learn. So I highly encourage you all to watch others during the tournament as well, or going back into VODs of previous Echoes tournaments. Oh, actually, we don't need to be taking this portal. We need to be taking the portal in the next room because we're going for crossroads. That's what you get when you're yapping and not actually paying attention. To get that boost done like that, you want to like boost, hold left, and then boost. Like when you're slightly across the pipe already. Also, we can just save warp now, so we're gonna go into this save station over here. Yeah, boost when you're like over halfway through the pipe, and then hold neutral. And then, yeah, just gonna warp to start, then run to final bosses. Pretty straightforward seed. This could have been longer and a bit more of a hassle had Dark Visor been in a crappy spot. Like, for example, that Dark Visor could have been on Spider Guardian, in which case we would have had to track down Cobalt, which was on Chica, so it might have been a case of do Chica, get Cobalt, do Spider Guardian, etc, etc. There was a chance for that. But we kind of knew where most of the items were, so there was little chance for it. We even had all the Chica keys in the end, which is kind of funny. But yeah, not required at all. It was easier than I expected. Now this time we do have Annihilator Beam, so that's going to make it a little bit easier for final bosses. Don't have that much ammo though, courtesy of not starting in landing site. Final boss is always a little bit harder when you start main engine controller, because if you have landing site start, that's where you make your save before final bosses, and then you just get all of your ammo. Prize Seekers, get rid of that. It's very good. Gonna get rid of the last of these missiles too. Okay. Back to 20 missiles now. Excuse me, pardon the interruption. There, we got 20 missiles now. The pods up here will always give you 10 missiles. Or if you're full on missiles, it'll give you a PB. So what we're gonna do is destroy a couple of these crates up here to get ammo for the fight. Because it'll significantly speed up the fight if you have 3 PBs. So what I'm going to do is go up here, shoot this for missiles, shoot this for missiles. This is going to be PBs, and then the one on the other side over there is also going to be PBs. And now we have full missiles and 3 PBs, which will help us significantly with the final bosses. Attack up the wall over here. You might sometimes bonk, but that just happens. Shoot the door, grab light beam, and let's go. Gonna go top left tentacle, move back a little bit, and then the other 3. Back a bit. 1, 2, 3. Annihilator beam. We're gonna run out of ammo before we actually get to kill this. So I'm gonna swap over now and use supers instead. Just a few pallets. Over here, up and to the right, lay a PB, and then wiggle over here. Still got all of them despite being obstructed by that inglet. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle until you see the first one come. A power bomb over here. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Inglets should really piss off. Wiggle over here. Power bomb in the middle. Wiggle over here. Bring 2. And now, screw attack near the legs. It's during this attack, don't go too far. Ah, that's all damage. Sitting still now, screw attacking. That was not a very low screw attack, so that did not do a lot of damage. Screw attack from too high up. If he jumps at you like that, you can screw attack. Does a bunch of damage a lot of the time. It did this time as well. And one final one. Go do it. Take a look at the ammo. We only have 16 dark ammo. So I'm going to go back into the same room and shoot the pod with light beam to get some dark ammo back, because we want to have 25 dark ammo to get the perfect side trigger. Grab my light beam. Go over here. These pods will give you ammo if you shoot them as well. Now we have enough. Grab light beam. It's 25 since we have 35 light ammo. That means we need to go down until we have 10 light ammo. And then 1 pellet. 25 annihilated shots and 1 pellet. Skip cutscene, skip cutscene, skip cutscene. And then fire until we have 10 light ammo. 10 and a pellet. And that is perfectly on the edge of damage count. It's going to be 2 or 3 beams here. After that, she's going to come down, and I'm going to use a super missile to get her over the threshold, and then spam missiles to hopefully stun lock her. Nice. Some dark beam shots here. I'm probably going to run out of ammo before, so I'm probably going to have to use screw attack method in a bit. Five ammo, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going to swap the screw attack method now, which I am way less good at, so that's why I don't really use it. And time. 1:17:59. That is a respectable time. Very good. Pretty easy seed, and the time backs it up, so that's very nice. So yeah, things I could have done better. In the early game, after I had gotten the Emerald Translator, I should have realized that this opens up the save station and doesn't open up the way to Aegon yet. So I could have immediately gone back to Great Temple, which could have saved me something. Instead of having to come back there. Other than that, I believe I played a pretty stellar game here. Yeah. Don't think I noticed a like big mistake in my gameplay. So pretty good. The only thing I'm a little bit about is mining station B. I used the trick to get that item. Mentees might have to do that room vanilla if you don't know any tricks of getting up there. Though I do encourage all the mentees to sit down and learn or some methods of getting up that room. Because if there is required progression over there, then you want to be able to get that without having to do the whole Dark World Light puzzle there. For now, I'm going to eat an Oli bowl. Just sit back, relax, watch the credits, and we'll see where Gravity Boost ended up being. Other than that, we pretty much had everything. Alright, let's see where Gravity Boost ended up being. That's one thing that could sped this up a little bit. Temple, Sentinel's Path for Gravity Boost. Okay, so that's something you are unlikely to find. Bolton. Yeah. Dark Dwarf's Temple, that is. Alright, not bad at all. A very respectable time of 1:17:59. With a total completion rate of 36% and an IGT of 106. Not bad at all. Thoughts on the seed? Breath of fresh air. And yeah, that tiny mistake in the early game for not realizing the Emerald Translator. Other than that, I believe pretty stellar gameplay from me. Yeah, thank you for watching. See you in the next one.